Like, what up? What up? What up? It's been a good, good, good minute since I done one of these. Done one of these lives. A good minute. But yeah, I'm just live to recap or no RE Resident Evil 9 Requiem. So come on in, come on in. Even if I have 0 people watching, doesn't matter. Or not many views, doesn't matter. I'm not expecting really many views for this, so it is what it is. Like I said, it's been a minute since I done one of these lives. Going going to recap on Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Talking about the game itself. The characters, the breakdown, some gameplay, get my likes and dislikes about it. And also talking about the upcoming little mini game. It's coming out in May, and the continued story for the DLC later this year. So on that note, I'm just waiting for my little bro to come in the chat. So let me drop the link. Let me drop the link for a minute. Hold it. Let me pin this. Yeah, I'm just waiting on you to come up, little bro. Let me pin this link real quick. Yeah, give my recap about this game. Yeah, I mean, I had my likes and dislikes about, RE Requiem. I got you, bro. I got you. Pin this link real quick. Shit. Oh, yeah. Shit. Gotta get my spirit about this. Like I said, this game, uh, on the scale, the one from 1 to 10, Um, I will put this. I will put this at a 8. I put this game at an 8. I mean, it has its good moments about it. Um, so I'm gonna like go down the line with these, the two protagonists, which is Grace Ashcroft. For those who don't know who that is Alyssa Ashcroft's adopted daughter. When she was a baby, um, the founder of Umbrella, his name is Oswald E. Spencer. He I don't know where he exactly found Grace at, but it is maniacal and diabolical and how evil, you know, um, that Spencer is, you know, that as he got older, he was atoning for his sins because I guess he seen the downfall as certain members, certain survivors, and certain researchers had testified against him, against Umbrella, and brought their ass to their fucking knees. But as wicked and diabolical as Umbrella is, they always find a way to make their presence known. Don't matter who who trying to finish or trying to complete Spencer's legacy, which to me, like the closest one really got to it was Victor Gideon. He was the only researcher that, and maybe I'm gonna put him in a second, a distant second. Really, the ones who got close to Spencer as a researcher was that traitorous bastard Wesker. That traitorous bastard. And he's the reason all this shit is occurring, how Resident Evil came to light anyway, because of his motherfucking ass. Want to take me and my members from Alpha to Spencer's horrific ass mansion, just to lure us there for what? The grab combat data, to see what type of fear would come in us, seeing a fucking zombie or a fucking dog or a damn snake or even a fucking hunter. And he thought that he was going to he might have acquired our combat data, but later on down the line we figure out his fucking weakness, which is serum. So my thing is about Requiem. I have to give it. I'm about to put it 8 out of 10. Just like I got with RE2 remake. And the reason why I have it at 8 out of 10 is they did Grace's section. They did her character, her section. They did her storyline exactly right. I have no issue with that whatsoever. Just like as they did with my boy Leon, left Raccoon City all to him because he knows Raccoon City better than anybody. Just like the rest of the hardcore, survivors. So it makes pretty much sense. So he have a whole session like that by himself. But I think they should have utilized Grace a lot more in art. Will let her fort Victor instead of um instead of Leon. And I think they could have utilized Zeno and Victor a whole lot more in this game. They underutilized them, which made the game kind of stall. I ain't gonna say stale because it's not stale at all. It made the game kind of stall. And like the Emily section when she was in the orphanage going to art, I thought that was pretty cool. But I think they underutilized that a lot too. Like they could have made to me, they could have made the girl who's supposed to be like the stalk. They should let her stalk all throughout the chronic care center until it got to the part when we had to open up the hatch to completely kill her, to get rid of her for good. I think they underutilized the girl. They should have had her like to me. I think what they should have done is they should have let her knock out certain light sections in the chronic care center, like especially like in the east and west wing. I think they underutilized that a little underutilized that a little. And like when it left me with more questions than answers actually. And and if I'm thinking if Will with the mini game coming in next month and the DLC later this year, like if I'm gonna be in this DLC, if Chris gonna be in this DLC, and if he has RCS slash UC, I'd be kind of disappointed. I'd be somewhat disappointed because to me he wasn't in Raccoon City after one, and I wouldn't even really count he was in Raccoon City at all until after they after the mansion blew up and they went back to RPD. So I don't think it would disappoint me if he is in this DLC later this year and he end up having RCS slash UC. It disappoint me for real. Now Jill, if she's in this DLC, now that I can understand. Now that will make a lot much sense because she's been in Raccoon City a hell of a lot. RE3, nothing but the city, nothing but it. So she's, already been exposing herself to it, for one, to the cannibal disease. And then, Nemesis end up infecting her. And then she got infected at Death Island. So I don't understand if Jill's in this deal. See later this year, and it would make that part of it makes sense. But the part about Chris, about me being in this DLC, it really don't make sense to me because he wasn't in Raccoon City after one. He really wasn't. He been mostly in Europe and part of China. So it really doesn't make sense, except if they count Death Island as part of the RE loop. That's West Coast. He was called out there. But if he's there, because I know because I got this wrong though, bro, from my when I was talking to my homeboy. At first I thought it was gonna be uh Blood Wolfhound versus BSAA. I got that totally wrong. It's gonna be BSAA Wolfhound against Umbrella's Special Forces.
All right, I'm done. I was just getting done editing this video, then kind of upload. It's rendering right now. I'm done.
Yeah,
What's
but
good, G?
like I was saying, Grace,
What's good, man?
they what's good with you, bro?
Well,
Now,
man, just chill, just chilling. You just got done doing this video, so are you are you talking about the game?
yeah. Now, like I said, the Grace section and the way they utilize her, exactly right. I have no issue with that whatsoever. None.
Mhm.
Leon, no issue whatsoever. Done his section exactly as is. Hardcore action. RE4 remake. Now, as far as the villain's concerned, that's my issue coming to play it. Because I feel they could have done them right. They could have utilized them a lot more. And then, and what would disappoint me out of all this is if that is the real Zeno that went fucking down that easy, they off him off that easy, they got rid of him that easy. I'd be very disappointed with that. Very disappointed. Because bro, if you know Wesker like I know this motherfucker, a Wesker type, he's not gonna goddamn sit back and get off like that. Unless he's too tired and too old and finally want to settle this this one-on-one beef with me with Chris with me.
Mhm.
Now he wanna be like, what I'm saying, be out and about. Like that's why I'm having a hard time believing if that was the real Zeno or not. Knowing like knowing me, knowing Wesker like I know him, a Wesker type, he's gonna sit back, even like in Umbrella headquarters, or what I mean, somewhere, well, somewhere not, far off the scene, but he won't be seen. He'll keep himself hidden. You know what I mean? So that's my issue as far as that is concerned. I hope and pray that that was a copy of Xeno. Because if that is the case that he got off like that by Victor, that'd be very disappointing to me. That my and then my stars and shit I had for this game is gonna drop even low. And then like now I'm gonna talk about Victor because to me they totally fucked them up, man. They totally fucked Victor up. They fucked up his utilization of how he should really been utilized in this game. Okay, this migrate right here, little bro. This migrate right here. Okay, um, if what up, Cam? If you got RE9 Requiem, you come on up and hit this link too. My and this is my thing. Okay, if Victor has I like I said, bro, I understand that Victor was a diehard, you know what I'm saying, research, a tyrant research. I know how close he was with Spencer. I I get all that. I totally do. I get all that. How, especially how in the beginning of the game. That's how.
Well, I
That's
don't think he
how
was
they
close
should have
to Spencer.
utilized him a lot more.
I want to be. I want to be. Let me correct you on that. He wasn't close with Spencer. He kind of worshipped Spencer. Victor
Yeah.
worshipped the ground he walked on. The only two that was
Yes.
close with Spencer was Wesker
West
and William Burke.
and Birkin.
William
Yeah.
Burke. Mhm.
I thought, matter of fact, hold on. No. Yeah. You're right because I was about to say Dr. Marcus, but I forgot he backstabbed him. He had
Mhm.
Wesker and Bergen to
They
try
were
to
like
kill him
colleagues.
and take
Jimmy
his research.
Marcus and Ashford, like Edward Ashford Marcus was colleagues of Spencer. The only two was like with the inner circle
Yeah,
with Spencer was Wesker
yeah, it
and
was
Burke.
Wesker and Birkin. Yeah.
Mhm.
So see, here's my thing with Victor. Okay, now I don't, little bro. I don't know if you ever noticed his snake motif. That's where they should have had him as. Don't. Why the fuck did they go with Nemesis? Why? Why they do that? If he was
Well,
shaped
they're
like a
going
snake,
to
he was
kind of
goddamn. If he was looking like a snake, he dressed the part as a snake. That's what they should have went with, not as Nemesis.
he had a nemesis a nemesis gene in him. So when I played Resident Evil 3, I was like, this is what Victor had on that final boss battle. I was when Nemesis was chasing me in that Resident Evil 3 game that I played the other night.
I know the matter of fact. I told you that, and this is real. I know the person who played Nemesis and that punk ass pussy Nikolai in 3.
Hmm.
I know the guy. I know him. I sub up to his YouTube channel because he's a gamer too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I felt I told him I even told him this. I felt bad for you as Nemesis because they underutilized you. I couldn't stand your ass as Nikolai, but I love the fuck out of you as Heisenberg. I do, bro, because he was an asshole, but he was a good asshole. Ethan was the dumb asshole. Why the fuck you ain't take my boy up on his offer? Do you know how sweet that DLC would have been if Ethan dumbass would have done that in Village? That's why I ain't really, hey, bro, little bro, I promise you, I ain't give a fuck about Ethan in that game. I did not. I care more about the villain. I care about Rose because she was a baby, you know. But I care more about the villains in Village than than the actual fucking protagonist himself. Cause he died in 7, bro. Ethan died in 7. He died in the Baker house. Jack stomped his ass to oblivion. It's just that Mo Evelyn's mode got in him. Get him goddamn what? Some type of superhuman power. But yeah, like I'm disappointed with that. They could have made Victor a snake instead of fucking Nemesis, because that fight was too fucking. It's too easy. I think on Insanity it's gonna be too easy.
Shit, man. Man, you already saw how I played Insanity, man. That jump was insane.
Yeah, I know Insanity is insane. And then another thing I have a problem with is they don't let you keep your upgrades from a new game.
Yeah, because they don't have a new game plus. That's the problem. That's just the reason. But I think a lot of leaks are saying that
What up for Neat?
when the yeah, when the DLC come out, that they're gonna add new game plus part of the package. Probably. I think that's
But you
what's
know they
going.
got a mini
That's
game coming
what
out
they're
next
going.
month though.
Mini game.
And this like how could I put this about what's her name? What's her name? What's her name? What's her name? Emily. Emily Chloe, whatever her name is. Like we near what they director need to do. He need to give us like if this mini game is gonna be consistent of we need that we didn't get that story from her like talking about from Emily. Oh, we got like bits and pieces. We know she was in the orphanage. We know Umbrella was watching her. We know they stuck her ass with the T virus. She changed into that creature, whatever the fuck that was. But as I was telling you, little bro, Leon ain't hitting no. That's why she was still alive. And this the thing I'm thinking too, little bro, for real. What if Elvis is just a substitute for fucking Daylight? Because Daylight, in Outbreak, Daylight was the best vaccine slash cure. Not all that motherfucking shit out. T virus, uh, 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 um, that serum, not all that shit out. That Umbrella's curse, all that shit gone. I think that's what I think of that is. That's why I think, Spencer will hold on for that for so long. Because he knew he fucked up when he first got his hand on Umbrella. He knew he fucked up. Made Raccoon City the playground, became the city under undead.
Well,
Spencer knew he fucked up.
he never knew that. Well, he never expected that that outbreak in Raccoon City. Because don't forget, in the first part of Resident Evil 2, William Birkin dropped the T virus, and T virus got into the vents and all that, and the T virus was spread across the city of Raccoon City.
That's because
No,
that
yeah,
because
because
someone for the
Raccoon City
government
is.
that because someone for the government told was paying Umbrella special for hunking them a lot of money. They paying hunking them a lot of money to retrieve that and bring it to them.
Have you read Grace's report? 'Cause it tells you the whole story of the series, Resident Evil series. It tells you the whole story. Have you read that?
Have I read Grace's what?
Grace's
See, look, and
report.
this the thing that still bothers me too, bro. Look,
Mhm.
and stick with me on this if you can. Stick with me on this if you can. Okay,
Mhm.
what was I want? What made Alyssa? What made her agree to that interview with Spencer? Remember now, and I don't know if you ever played Outbreak 1 and 2, but he was the reason that he was sending a lot of people after her. Not only after her, but after the rest of the survivors on there. And like I know her, one of the survivor outbreak curses, um Yoko, and one of the research umbrella researchers, Linda Ball. Those are the three that testified against Umbrella and put their ass out of business, put their ass out of their misery. Broke
I heard
Spencer,
that.
broke him.
I heard Wesker's testimony kind of ended Umbrella. That's what I heard. That's what I saw. What I've seen. About Wesker's testimony on the stand.
No, see, you say you heard Wesker's testimony.
Yeah, well, yeah. They called Wesker to the stand. Wesker testified against Umbrella.
You know why he did? Like again, Lord, bro. He did that so he could take over. That's why he killed Spencer in 5.
And yeah, and don't forget, well, he killed Spencer in five because Spencer he didn't like the way Spencer was sounding because he was sounding kind of remorseful of what he did,
Yeah,
how this whole thing came about, this outbreak in Raccoon City. And plus Wesker, he had his own thing he trying to do. He was trying to create the world board fire, so he was in the
got his
development of
motherfucking
that.
head blown the fuck off by me. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Mhm.
And I wish the fuck he come back in this remake of Code Veronica. Let me at least let me
Oh,
whoop
he
his
is.
motherfucking
Oh, he
ass. Let
is.
me get some
I
goddamn punches on his ass.
thought Veronica, you got Chris and Claire Redfield as a protagonist. So yeah, that's gonna the Co
Yeah, that
Veronica
song bitch on there
season.
too. That song bitch is on there
Mhm.
too. Yes, he is. Um,
I think my overall grade of the game, um, I think it's the third best Resident Evil game of the series. Of course, Resident Evil 2 and 3 Resident Evil 2 and 4 are the two best Resident Evil games of the series. But I think it's the third best. And really, what really would carry that game, CB, is Grace's story. That would carry the game. Even though Leon had some badass, his gameplay was straight up badass and shit. But Grace's story really carried that game, man.
yeah, it did. Like I said, I had no issue with that. None.
Hmm.
They like I said, they did her cur. They did Curse right
Hmm.
for her. You know what I mean? Even though she's a FBI analyst,
Hmm.
she investigate like probably investigate murder. Don't get me wrong, but nothing. She never experienced no shit like that. Never. So, like
It's,
I
it's stuck
say,
it's stuck in the memory, so it's stuck
like
in the
to
memories
me,
every single time she look at that those bioweapons, what she was looking at on the computer. It kind of get her freaked out a little bit. That's why she jumped when her boss called her name. It was freaking her out. because that based on her, she was going through a very traumatic experience watching her Alyssa Ashcroft getting got assassinated like that in front of her face. That was a very traumatic experience for her. So,
Very
and
traumatic.
yeah, so and for her to go through all that, it showed her a lot, showed her a whole lot of strength. She was determined to protect that little girl. So, Grace is kind of growing on me, man. She's a decent character on that Resident Evil series. And she's a brand new character, so
And also, you know what I'm saying? I still had to me, I got a question mark and an exclamation mark. Who is the connections?
the
Who are
connections
the
are
connections? I
secret.
know that's I
They
know
are
that's what I
they
know
are
that's where Zeno
yeah
came from.
they
And
are a secret terroristic group that sell bioweapons, and it was under the United States government, and they was the one that sent that missile to Raccoon City to destroy Raccoon City, and they framed the whole thing on an umbrella.
well, damn. Shit. If okay,
So
if if they were behind, the missile attack instead of that, then yeah, it makes sense if the U.S. government called the BSAA in because, like I say, little bro, this stands with all
DJ Cleveland, salute.
organizations. And this stand with all organize. This stand with all bioterrorists, bio with all kind of not threat, but we're a threat to bioterrorism, like BSAA, Terror Save. Like they can't just come into. They just can't come on U.S. soil. They got to be authorized and approved to be there. Now,
Well, there was a
Leon,
well,
Leon and Sherry make much sense because they DSO agents,
yeah. I
and
mean,
that's
all these both these organizations was underfunded by the United States government. So basically, according to the game, the BSA and North America branch that was Chris Redfield the head of. He headed the North America branch. They uh they went rogue. They all alone. They went rogue. They kind of separated themselves from all the branches, from all the BSA branches across the earth. So
nah.
so
I don't.
that was going to the
He, I
game. So
don't.
they
He,
went
they
rogue.
ain't go rogue. I don't think they went rogue. You know, well, um, like during the Terry Greaser panic attack, they
Hmm.
the head leader, the head the head honcho of the BSA went rogue with Morgan.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so at the he had he didn't die. He didn't die, but I think he resigned. He had to resign.
Hmm.
He had to resign and turn himself in to the government for where he how he you know uh, linked himself up with Morgan and unleashed those bioweapons in that city in Terra
Hmm.
Grigia. So that left when after that happened, that left no that left no commanding officer in the BSAA. So
Hmm.
that's what I end up taking over. I end up being, the head honcho of the BSAA. So when I think after six, I think around like a year after six, they had me and the BSAA had some kind of issue or something like that. I can't can't quite recall what it was. And then that's what made me form my own squad, BSAA Blood Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as people think I went rogue or something, Chris, I'm telling you, he's not rogue. It may look it can go that way if Capcom really wanna, or if the directors wanna really go that route, they can do that. But what sense would it make?
Mm-hmm.
And I think Leon's supposed to continue from that too.
When I first played this game, man, that shit was creeping me out, bro.
Yeah, that shit was wild as fuck, bro. Oh, hey, what
Mm-hmm.
in the fuck am I dealing with? Especially in
Yeah,
the chronic
that
care
girl was the
center.
problem. Yeah, the Rose Hills Chronic Care Center. If I was still a child, man, shit, that Spencer Mansion, man, is like a damn, sure, McDonald's Playhouse compared to Rose Hill Chronic Care Center. And Spencer
Nah,
had more
to me,
had
nah,
more monsters than anything.
to me, the mansion is way worse than the chronic care center.
Yeah,
Way
yeah,
worse.
I was
Way worse.
but Rose Hill Care Center, it was kind of yeah, it was man. You
It was
talking about
fantastic. I can't cap. I can't cap on that. It was fantastic. Had you on your toe, had Grace on her toes, exactly as is.
especially going down that damn basement, bro. That's it. That was whew, man. My heart was
Man,
beating.
yeah, try got there, switch it up, getting the damn power cells and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, since I've played it like a couple of times, that now I kind of like know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't let her ass. But the part I hate with her ass is we try to go cut the lights on.
Mm-hmm.
Her ass is just back and forth, back and forth. Oh, bitch. Oh, okay. I see what you do. I see your I see your tactic. You going
Mm-hmm.
back and forth. So I'm just gonna I'm just gonna fly past your ass.
But man, that game is I'm having a good time making the content out of it for it,
Man,
man.
I can't even kind of. When I got to the police station in Raccoon City, man, it broke me, man. I just turned the game off because it broke me. It really did because that. All right, Resident Evil 2, the first is where I started my Resident Evil series,
Mm-hmm.
and I called that shit. I was like, Mr. X in this game, if he in this motherfucking game, I don't know what the fuck. I called that shit. I called it.
Man, you know those iconic characters will come back, especially returning to Raccoon City. So I kind of I, I didn't figure that, but I kind of like thinking like Mr. X. I like, yep, yeah, he is right there, boy. Now I totally forgot about his theme song, that
Uh,
DMX song.
Mr. Mr. X gonna give it to you.
Mhm. Man, I thought about that. I should have played that when I made that short on my channel, on my gaming channel. So man, I should have did that, man. But overall, man, you gave the game an 8 out of 10, man. I give the game probably I say about an 8 point, probably about 8.5 out of 10. Because
To
only reason I
me,
give it I give it an 8.5 out of 10 because I believe the game should have been long. I think that thing with Mr. X. I think the boss fight should have been longer than that. On why it was short like that. And plus, I think that Plant 40, what it is, Plant 45, Plant 43
Plan
thing.
43.
I think I,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't think it was needed, man. I don't think it was needed. I don't think it was needed.
But I told Plan 43 it was the reason why Raccoon City wasn't reduced to ashes.
Hmm.
Because that it never died. It never died in Resident Evil 2. Never died. You made it kill the and like in the remake. When I'm gonna say this about the remake. All you don't really don't killing the root with it. You killing the root, you're not killing the entire plant with the
Hmm.
herbicide. It takes a
Yeah.
V jolt. It takes a V jolt to kill a plant entirely.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that's why I think one of the reasons that was a significant reason why Raccoon City wanted to reduce the ashes because of Plant 43. I knew she was still alive. I knew she was still alive. We ain't killing her in two. And then she was deep underground, like we really. And then I really couldn't ain't get main no main face to Plant 43 until Requiem.
Hmm.
But it was great. They brought the spider back. That was fantastic. Uh, but I don't think they should have had Leon on a fucking tower. We got them fall through fucking debris and steel and shit.
Yeah, man, that's gonna irritate me, man. Going through that glass. That shit was mad irritating.
But it's all good though. Leon did this motherfucking shit on there.
Oh, of course. Oh, of course. But that Leon, boy, that is the hero.
So
They're like, oh, they cheating to say, hero's return.
I knew why. That's why they had like on that Resident Evil joke. We got him, me, Claire, Ada, and Grace. I see why they got Leo. I see why they got like the Mr. X jacket and was it a jacket and a hat? I ain't too sure about it was a hat back there. Yeah, but they get I was if they would have gave Claire what was fucking Alexia Ashford and fucking Veronica? Was she an aunt?
Yeah, let's say extra was in. I think she was in Cold Veronica, wasn't she?
Yeah. Um yeah, she was an aunt. If they would have gave Claire the aunt instead of the liquor, then I would have
Mm-hmm.
knew right I would have known right there and then they automatically throwing the fucking remake.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Was there any liquors and nope. Nope, nope, nope. No liquors in Uncle Ronka.
No, that don't think. The liquors was of course was on Resident Evil 2 and 5, and of course was Resident Evil
Outbreak. Uh
Break. They were not in 6, right? I don't think they was in 6, right?
nah.
No, they were in 6. And of course this game Resident Evil 9. Can you believe my PlayStation cannot won't let me go through when I type in the word Requiem? They my PlayStation just say that shit is profanity. It show profanity. I'm like profanity.
what?
I'm like that's
What? They
that's
say
why
that
I'm
for real.
on my live stream about Resident Evil 9. That's why all my live streams I have put in Resident Evil 9 because my PlayStation don't didn't want to accept that name on the title for some odd reason. They said because it's profanity or something.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's wild. Well, I hope like the DLC can, I hope it would change my whole outlook about the game.
Well, right now, I like the
Like
I love the
even
game, man. Right now,
even
even
like
though the
the
game is kind of short, I like the game though.
even like I said, the girl it they should have, like I said, they should have made her more like a real stalker. Like they should have
Nah.
had her like like
Well,
cut certain parts of the lights out of the fucking east and west wing.
CB, you got to realize that all the Starkers was BOWs. Tyrant, he was a BOW. Mr. X was a BOW. Nemesis was a BOW. The girl was a medical experience went wrong. That's why she has certain weakness. You know that's son. Oh, the son. So she had a vampire curse in her. So she didn't like the
Mm.
light, man. She didn't like the light.
And the Requiem ain't even do shit to her. I mean, put her down, but she,
They put her down.
but
It
she just,
stopped her just like when you
you're a regenerating type, huh?
yeah. Even though I think Victor Gideon had something to do with that
Oh, of
regeneration
course. Oh, of
ability that
course.
she got. Because I think she was there. I think Leon put her down.
Uh,
Because
yeah, they should
don't
have,
forget
like
Victor
I
Gideon.
said, they should have, like I said, his snake motif, his snake jacket, the way he was shedding,
Hmm.
you know, they should have made him some sort of like snake monster instead of fucking nemesis. I said, I understand he was a researcher on tyrants. I take nothing away from that, but they should have made him a snake monster.
A snake monster that the T virus is in. Yeah, that probably makes sense. Well, no. The Nemesis is not T virus. The Nemesis got his own thing. Yeah, that makes sense. All part of the T virus because he was a T virus researcher. So yeah,
And, he's supposed to testify too, but he disappeared. And we know where the fuck he went at. He went to
yeah, he yeah
hide and goddamn setting up
he
shop.
went
That's what
high.
Victor was doing.
Yeah, he formed his own uh, kind of care center. But overall, I think the game is going to be nominated Game of the Year. It might not win Game of the Year because you still got these top notch games that's coming out. All these games coming out right now is already out that these gamers is playing. They might be nominated Game of the Year, but
Really?
obviously this game's going to be nominated Game of the Year, man. Gotta be. And then you still got some big time AAA games coming out this summer, like Tokon Fighting Soul, and of course Marvel Wolverine, of course GTA 6. If GTA 6 is not going to be delayed, will be coming out in November. So man, if Requiem don't win Game of the Year, man, at least it get nominated, man. It should be nominated though.
It really depends how the DLC go.
Yeah,
It all depends how the DLC go. Like I said, I gave it 8 out of 10.
yeah,
Like
I get about eight
as
point
I
five.
said, they
The
did.
only reason I get an 8.5 out of 10 because I think that Mr. X boss fight should have been longer than that. I mean, Mr. X is an iconic character, man. People don't even remember Plant 43, man. Everybody remember Mr. X.
Oh, definitely. Goddamn. He sent there to kill everyone. Like
Hmm.
Nemesis is not a killer type. He only kills Star. He only kills members of SARS. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, he's only you basically call him the Umbrella's Terminator. So.
Yeah. But Miss Ass, she killing everything and everyone.
Hmm.
Look, we did the old boy. God damn, what's his motherfucking name? That news reporter.
Oh, you can let the Ashcroft.
Nah, nah, nah. The news reporter too. We was sitting behind. We was sitting in cell.
Oh, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I haven't played
We
Resident
was
Evil 2,
telling
so I don't
Leon.
know.
He's like it's coming. Leon like what? What's coming? Thought he gonna come straight
Yeah.
down the. Oh, he thought he could come straight down the hall and shit. Nah, nigga, I got your ass. I'm boom.
Hmm.
Yeah, broke his motherfucker. I mean, he broke his skull, bro. That was it for him.
That joint was. Ooh, my goodness. That was a gruesome death. Something like that, man. You're not supposed to die like that.
But he's not the hardest tyrant though. I think uh it's what's that? Umbrella Chronicles. I think Umbrella Chronicles. Now that tyrant's the hardest one to deal with. And a tyrant in one. Well, Wesker's tyrant was in. No, damn. Hold on. Whoa. No, no. I won't exactly call the Queen Leech a tyrant in Zero. She was just a damn leech monster.
Hmm.
Wesker's tyrant was in. We had Wesker's tyrant in one. You had Mr. X in two. You had Nemesis in three. Got there. I think yeah. One we could play as we play as Leon and Krause in what is it, Dark Side Chronicles? No. No, Operation Javier. I know it's one in I think Dark Side and Brother Chronicles. They had one in I know Outbreak 1 and 2 had one. The one the tyrant was in one was he was he was the reason why Daylight Kid was created.
Hmm.
I ain't want to kill that tyrant though, but that one in Outbreak 2, that motherfucker was a fucking maniac. You got one in Code Veronica, and then you got one in Revelations 2. If you want, if you want to say Claire's boss is a tyrant, that traitor is fuck. Who else? Was Lady D a tyrant? Everybody more say she's more like a vampire than. Well, she was a stalker though, but she was just only. She was Hey, stand on me, step on me, squeeze me, do something. Lady D, shit, Lady Delicious, shit. I just hope some of those
But man,
curves, some of those actors was in who did Village and did like seven, some of seven and remake three. I also
uh-huh.
hope some will be in my fucking BSAA Wolf Hound. And yeah, and also, little bro, and this ain't get and this ain't get question. This ain't get no answers either. Remember that zombie that bit Grace,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing never happened to her, and she's supposed to, and she has no antivirus or none of that in her. Spencer got found her. She was normal. She's a normal girl.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that this game was really probably gonna fit. So yeah, mm, I won't say fit, but a lot of games probably,
Is she like Ellie from The Last of Us or something?
I guess so. Race is tough, boy. Shit.
And she did her thing, especially when she got her gun back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, on Chunkin Funk, I gotta get rid of your motherfucking ass. I ain't got to waste no requiem bullet on your ass. I think three helimitic ejectors would take care of your fat ass. Then he cussing me out like I'm teasing. I ain't even goddamn teasing. What is you talking about, homeboy? Why you cussing me out for? I need to stop goddamn eating human flesh and shit. And your brother need to stop eating motherfucking asthma pumps and motherfucking blood pressure blood pressure machines and shit. God damn, y'all motherfucking greedy as shit. No wonder y'all had to be taken out. Yeah,
Yeah,
Capcom,
man.
Capcom can't like y'all dropped the ball for Victor with this Nemesis shit. That's kind of like disappointing to me. Y'all should have made him. Y'all had the snake motif going. Y'all had the snake shedding going. Y'all should have just made him a horrific snake monster.
Nah,
That
no.
would
I
have
think
been that would have, and then if they would
well, I
have just
think the
utilized,
Nemesis thing. Look, I think they did that just to pay tribute to Nemesis himself. I think they did that. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But well, but that's your take. I think my take on it is just I think they should have extended the game more longer than expected. I think they should have had the Mr. X boss fight longer, and plus them to add a new game plus on it kind of brought down the fun of it because kind of hard playing on sanity without all your weapons all tuned out and stuff upgraded and shit because it's kind of hard to win that game, man. I don't know how those players be playing on the insanity, bro. It's like you have to if you don't unlock infinite ammo, you don't stand a whole snowball chance on insanity.
That's why I got infinite uh, uh um
You got an infinite knife.
like a little, yeah, little infinite knife joint with grace.
Uh-huh.
Like, even if I even if I like leave it in the zombie, I'd stab and shit. Them he gonna, even though I ain't kill him, he gonna still be alive, but he gonna drop my knife. And I can just still
Mm-hmm.
snap that bitch right back up.
No one would really dare stop them. And their race for a nuclear bomb, a nuclear weapon like nobody's ever seen before. They were right
I
at it.
like, I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the chef because I can go ahead and get another requiem for it. Boom,
In the end,
caught his ass and hit him with 5 shots.
willing to take
And
action. And as I stated in my announcement of Operation Epic Fury, our objectives are very simple and clear.
you gotta bust that chef in his head. And
Mm-hmm.
anywhere else, he gonna look at you like you fucking crazy, come charging at you.
That means eliminating Iran's Navy, which is now absolutely destroyed, hurting their Air Force and their missile program at levels never seen before, and annihilating their defense industrial base. We've done all of it. The
Yeah,
Navy's
but
done
I've been editing, been off work for the past 3 days, man. All I've been doing for the past 3 days, editing videos
these actions to cripple
on
Iran
this on my gaming channel, playing this Resident Evil, playing the Resident Evil Requiem.
the ability to build
Shit, do your thing,
nuclear
bro.
bombs.
Shit, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Extraordinary. This
So I got
movement
so I'm finally done with this, man.
militarily, everyone is talking about it, and tonight I'm pleased to say that these courses
CB, man, you still start going back live, man. You know, just chilling on the family, you know.
celebrate this progress.
Hey, what's on your mind, you know, what's going on with you?
Laid down in this fight.
Yeah,
People
got a
managed
while
to
on these
show
YouTube streets, I heard.
twice this past month. I've traveled to Dover Air Force Base.
Man, the YouTube streets, bro.
It's something I wanted to be with those heroes to return to
Crazy,
American
crazy, crazy, crazy.
Yeah, no, man. Non-stop, man. Shit. It's just like playing Requiem on the YouTube streets. Number chaos.
completing the mission for which they gave their lives. And every single one of the people, their loved ones said,
I was
please
playing
stay.
this other joint off, man. That shit is
You are going to make
crazy.
some very fast, getting very close. I want to thank our allies in the Middle East,
But
Israel,
I'm trying to
Saudi Qatar, the UAE, Kuwait, and Bahrain.
Mm.
They've been great, and we will
trying to
not.
understand that culture. Like in this game I'm playing.
Oh,
Shit scarier than a fucking Indonesian or Japanese game, Japanese horror game. Ain't nothing scarier than those.
hold on a second, CB. Hold on a second. See, hey, so do you need help paying the YouTube TV? And look, it's off. Offer him my help, man. Man, he ain't care, man. He ain't wait, sir. I don't know. I don't know. I ain't gonna get it. I ain't gonna get it. My bad, bro.
Yeah. Like I said, they could have. I think they should have did Zeno, and since they were like mostly like the villains and shit, I think they should have utilized them a lot more instead of just giving them, sending them short roles, the sections of the game like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I to me, I think. my conclusion is that I think Elpis is a substitute for Daylight.
And that number
That
will soon be substantially higher than
I
that. There's no country like us anywhere in
knock
the
all this
world.
shit out of everyone, especially if like I said, I would be disappointed if I'm in this DLC and I'm infected with RCS/UC. Now, Jill, I will understand. I will understand because she been, I mean, she been deep in Raccoon
I
City
think Jill gonna be.
since Resident
How you
Evil
think
3.
Jill gonna be on DLC? How you
Huh?
figure Jill gonna be on DLC? I said, how you figure
That's
Jill
what
gonna be on DLC?
I'm I don't read up on it, but I don't know how how legit and confirmed that really is. But
Man, I think
they need to continue. If they continue, I want to have no issue whatsoever at all if they continue with Leon's story on there.
I think it's gonna be a total backstory on a backstory on how Leon discovered that he was suffering through that Raccoon City uh, virus thing. How he got all those rashes on his body and all that, and what that ring was, and who he married. Who you think Leon married to, man?
I hope it's
He put a
Ada,
ring
man.
on him,
I
bro.
really hope it's Ada, bro. For
Now
real.
everybody's saying Ada. Now everybody's saying either everybody's saying Ada or everybody's saying Claire. Yeah, I'm wondering. I'm definitely wondering who married the hero.
Yeah, I was saying Claire since Death Island.
Hmm.
Because even look,
Hmm.
even though even when Rebecca went to the mansion after dealing with the least queen, you know, she may be with uh you know what I'm saying, Stars Bravo, but she's also a kind of so like a researcher too, but with like herbs and shit, herbs, goddamn plant destroyers, plant destroyers. And goddamn like it I think Vendetta was it Vendetta and Death Island, she created a vaccine on there. So I know how good Rebecca is. And I think she rolled with me after the fucking mansion and shit blew up. Cause
Hmm.
like this is how I'm reading it, little bro. For real. This is how I'm reading it. After like I said, I know Rebecca went to the mansion after dealing with the least queen old training in the old
Oh,
training facility.
yo, speaking of Rebecca, hey, have you discovered Rebecca's young that Chilean picture?
Yeah, yeah.
You feel that? Oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah, she was straight rookie on there, especially on zero.
Yeah, yeah.
Um
You should play all those games, bro. I seriously,
yeah, so
man, I
I
ain't
think,
playing.
I think she went with me and Barry over Europe or or matter of fact, she probably goddamn hit herself. You know what I'm saying? To
Hmm.
stay off Umbrella's radar,
Hmm.
especially fucking Nemesis.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Cause it was on every start number. Yeah, that's true.
Like, remember, I was already at. You ain't see me in three, nowhere in two or three.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't see me nowhere in that. I'm already gone. I'm not even in the U.S. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to mother. I went to motherfucking Europe to get some answers. I'm looking for fucking answers. With is this the main headquarters out this motherfucker? I guess it is. Oh, y'all try to act like y'all the main headquarters. I know this all the tyrants and shit. Getting sent from here to the U.S. I know it is. That's what they did with Nemesis. So like, me and Barry was already gone. So that's why I said if I'm in this DLC and I got RCS/UC, I'm gonna be disappointed because I ain't even been nowhere on U.S. soil since the mansion. Like now, Jill and Brad, those two, I understand completely, dog. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Brad already died by Nemesis anyway. Well, I know, like in the he got bit in the remake. So, like I said, Jill been through some shit in that city. She been through some shit, and plus, the shit was already. If it ain't, it says it's not airborne. You know what I'm saying? She ain't handling that shit in. So it would make, like I said, it makes sense for her to be in the DLC.
Mm-hmm.
It makes more sense for her to be in this DLC than me, than Chris. Claire, oh, Claire should have RCS/UC because she was in that police station too. Like I said, it all depends how they go with this DLC later this year. To me,
Yeah,
until
it
then,
probably gonna come out in the fall. Probably gonna come out in the fall. Just like you remember back in I think it was 3 years ago, Resident Evil 4 came out. It came out in the spring, and the Ada Separate Ways DLC came out in the fall. So they might do the same thing like they did with Resident Evil 4 remake.
to me, the DLC got to be just as good as Separate Ways. It it has to be just as good. Anything less than that, it's gonna be a disappointment to me.
Hmm.
Like I have no problem with. Matter of fact, I had no problem with Grace being a brand new character. The way they did her gameplay, the way how they did her in the game. Period. I I had no issue with that. I think that's
Hmm.
how it's supposed to really be done. So, and I had no issue with Leon either. But I think they should have opened up more parts of Raccoon City. Like the Apple Air, I remember that from Outbreak. Uh, oh yeah. Little, it's a question I got for you too, bro.
Hmm.
Okay, what other city, what other U.S. city was just as horrific as Raccoon City?
Hmm. What would you say, man?
I said, what other U.S. city in Resident Evil was just as horrific and hell as Raccoon City?
What other city?
Mm-hmm.
You talking about on the Resident Evil series?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, man. I don't know. I don't know no other city, no other city other than Raccoon City in Resident Evil series, bro.
You want to know what other city was just as horrific as hell as Raccoon City?
Ooh, what?
Tall Oaks. Tall Oaks.
Oh, yeah.
I
Resident Evil
wonder
series
if
called. Yeah,
I
yeah.
wonder if Capcom and the producers will ever think about going back that to that route.
I don't
Cause
know,
that's
man.
remember that's remember Tall Oaks is close is just is real close to Rose Hill and not that far from Raccoon City.
Mm. So Tall Oaks is close to Rose Hill. I didn't know that.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
Oh,
Not that
I
far
didn't
from it. Not
know
that
that.
far from Rose Hill. And really not that far from Raccoon City.
I didn't know that, bro.
Yes.
But shoot, man. Whatever Capcom come up with, man, come up with you. They know they ain't gonna flap on this one. I know they ain't gonna suck on this one because they gotta make the game is already a success.
Like
The
I
DLC.
don't think they should end the series because it's so many characters. Like I'm surprised.
Well, I ain't saying they're gonna end the series.
You
I'm just
know
saying
what?
how they gonna
You know
make
what?
this game even more success than what it already is. So.
You know what? I'm surprised neither one of them, neither Leon Surrey mentioned Jake.
What's that we said now?
I say I'm surprised that neither Leon nor Surrey mentioned Jake.
Oh, man, those characters on Resident Evil 6, man, they probably ain't gonna bring back, bro. Resident Evil 6 was just an awful game, bro. Nobody not giving that game no love, man.
Yeah, to me, that joint was too motherfucking action oriented.
Yeah, man, it was way too much Call of Duty in that game, man, or battle or a Battlefield. Too much Call of Duty Battlefield X in that game. No, no, I mean they just totally no survival horror in that game. No whatsoever. And that what made Resident Evil game popular, the survival horror side of the game.
Yeah, that was Leon. That's we got promoted the first we first became a DSO agent.
Uh, you're working for
He
the
saved the
government, working for the
president's
president.
daughter as a
Working for the
government
president.
agent.
Iconic Resident Evil 4 game, man. I mean, when I first played that game, Resident Evil 4, man, I thought this was like the
I
hardest
love
game I ever played. When I got done playing, man,
and
I just went, so fun.
it's like in the OG where the hardest balls to me will always be Leon's boy Jack.
Jack Crowley, yeah.
Hmm.
Jack Crowley was the
Everybody
man,
else
yeah.
in that game really wasn't no.
Well, I said in the remake, Salazar boss fight was kind of tough. It was tough, especially on hardcore. It's just tough on hardcore. I ain't even play. I ain't even play professional. I should since all my weapons is all tuned out to tune up. So I think I should go and play professional with Leon. I might one day.
Mhm. Yeah, I need to get
But man,
I still ain't get separate ways
huh?
for it yet.
Oh yeah, you still get separate ways yet?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Oh, you go ahead and get that, bro. You gotta play as Ada. And how can you not play as Ada on separate ways and then and if the
Yeah, I
game
know.
the Resident Evil Requiem DLC come out and Ada be the main protagonist? Can't play Ada until you play Resident Evil 4 Ada. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, true that, man. Shit.
Yeah, man. Shoot.
Yeah, I gotta fight it and all that shit with her anyway. Cause
Mm-hmm.
he ain't in the he ain't in Leon part
And
like he was
make
in the
sure y'all your
original.
weapons. Make sure y'all your weapons all all upgraded and shit. When you have those boss fights, make sure all those weapons is upgraded. Make sure you get plenty of them coins and shit to make sure you get all that shit, bro. But man, I'm about to go and get off here, man. What time is it? I gotta get up early tomorrow, man. And get to work tomorrow. So it's 3 days
Yeah,
in the
this is
sun.
just an hour some change live talking. No, we're just recapping RE9 Requiem.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm about to go and get off here, bro.
I did. All right, bro. Get at you another time. Probably hit you up tomorrow or
All right,
something. See what you up to.
all right, man.
All right.
All right, man. Yeah.
All
Have
right.
a good night, bro.
You too. Yeah, yeah. About to get up off here. No, just had to talk about RE9 Requiem. Gave my little spiegel of it. And like I said, this game I give it 8 out of 10. It's not a no, it's a good game to play if you have, a PS5, Xbox Series X, or PC, Steam, or no Nintendo Switch too. No, you come across that game, check it out, play it. But on that note, I've been on here for an hour, almost 30 minutes, and get with y'all another time or whenever decide to go live again. Other than that, peace.